Hello, hello. Welcome to LadyGang Quickie. I am Becca here with Jack and Kelty.
Hello.
Hi.
Happy Thursday.
I have the sads.
Why?
Chris just left on a big trip.
Oh, for how long?
He's going, well, 7 days, which is like not even that bad. Normally he goes for like 3 weeks, but I'm especially sad because I'm a little bit of a barnacle Labrador retriever at the moment, and I need lots of squishing and lots of around time. And I'm like Jack, I'm like touching foreheads while we watch TV.
Wow.
I'm like,
How does it feel?
It feels like a lot. And then this is why I never got emotionally or physically close to anyone in my life, because then it hurts when they leave. So
Yeah.
He's
then you
not
actually-
leaving forever.
no, I know. It's just he's going to Vietnam and Japan, which is like so
Fun.
far.
Oh my
and it's
God.
like the other side of the world. So it's like not that we were great at texting anyway, but
No, you forget he's gone.
you're
Yeah.
just like,
When he's
bye.
gone.
Yeah, sometimes I forget he's gone, but not this time.
I thought your sads had something to do with, I never go on TikTok. Like I don't scroll. But I
Oh.
saw you posted a TikTok about like, I'm not quiet. I've heard what you've been saying about me.
Oh, yeah, this is my new era. It's vengeful era. It's
Okay.
not really about me. This is my new era.
It's your
of-
persona. It's your TikTok persona.
It's my
Okay.
TikTok persona. It's doing very well, but it's
Okay.
No, I
basically
know.
like calling people out on their shit.
Yeah, I also saw the TikTok where it's like, I don't know what the beginning part was like, I called you out on your horrible behavior. And I was like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah. Yeah. It's
Wow.
my new.
I mean, listen, I do like the them. Are they going to make your book be called the F them theory? You can't use right?
I'm not ready to announce those details.
Oh, well, I think everybody
don't
knows
have the
it's going to be one of
details.
the two.
Yeah. I don't have the details. I don't know the answer yet.
No, I'm proud. I'm proud of you because I feel like this is you at your core. So I think that really goes to show just being authentic really resonates.
A nasty bitch.
Yeah.
Let it
I don't think
stew
it
for
is.
years.
No,
Wait,
I think
where's-
this is Kelty's shadow self.
Well, yes. No, it's a part of her, but
Yes.
it exists deep
Yeah.
down.
Okay, so today on the Lady Gang, we are going to do a episode called Girl Code. And this is rules that girls have made because there's been a lot of talk in pop culture lately of like, what is girl code? When can you date the person? When can you love the person? And what I like about this episode is it's not just dating. It's secrets, it's trust, it's friendship, it's everything.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, number 1. Is it ever okay to date your friend's ex if they swear that they're over it?
I go back and forth with this because I feel like, well, it depends on what people define ex as, because
Yeah.
some people think an ex is like anybody that they've been on one date with. And some people think exes are what they actually are, like full on ex-boyfriends that you've had like real
Ex-husbands.
relationships with, ex-husbands. And I think like I had this rule with my friends where it's like you get like 2.
2
Or one.
penetrations.
No, you just get like
You get to choose the sacred exes that your
Yes.
girlfriends can't touch.
Yes.
And then everyone else is fair game. Because I've dated 400 people in my life. I can't
I know.
possibly tell everyone in my life if they so happen to, you
Yeah,
know,
you're
bump
right.
into them at a bar. And some people live in like relatively small town, small city things.
Yeah.
And if Zach and I had that rule, I had dated one of Zach's friends. So if Zach's friend was a douche and was like, you can't date her, even though it was 10 years ago and we
Yeah.
barely dated,
Yeah.
then, so it's just case by case.
Yeah. And it's like, I think you get the one that like totally f***ed you over or like totally broke your heart. Like that's the one that crushed you, that like you'll never be the same. Like you get that one. But like
Yeah.
every other guy, it's just like I'm disgusted by every single one of my exes. It would be like, go ahead.
Yeah.
But
Have
you're
fun.
different, Jack.
No, I
Because
know.
you're a softie on the outside, but a hardy on the inside.
No,
no,
it's
you're
the
softie both ways.
opposite.
But you, like most people are not like that. Most
Well,
people
I just
are
get
still
this,
looking at their exes on Facebook, hoping they come to the graduation or the
That's true.
25-year reunion and they can be hotter.
I have like
It's
the
just a
flip
me
that
thing.
switches and I get like disgusted.
Yeah, your
the
ick
second it's
switches.
over. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I still think it's, you can't choose them all.
Yeah. And if you're happy in a new relationship or married even, then you need to have a lot of leeway if for your single friends dating.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
if
yeah.
you know, like especially that situation. And as
And
long as
population.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
and it's eligible bachelors are pretty much
small.
non-existent. So like just because you still have feelings for a nice guy that you dated 10 years ago, like you can't make him off limits for your friend.
Mm-mm.
This one I love. Do you have to tell your friend if you know their partner is cheating?
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
In those situations, I always just put myself in the other person's shoes. So if I were with a guy that was cheating on me and my friend knew and didn't tell me, I'd be fucking pissed. I would want to know because otherwise it's just such a weird thing. I mean, I guess it runs the risk of like ruining a friendship or, you know, all the things. But if you care about your friendship, then you kind of have to be honest with your friend and you have to have concrete evidence.
Yes. I think if you have concrete evidence, you know, for absolute sure, like I think you have to. Like that's being a good friend. It's doing the right thing. And like you said, like it could end up ruining your relationship if she wants to stay or wants to like not believe it. But like I think you have done the right thing by telling her because it's,
You have to go into it not trying to blow up their relationship. You have to go into it saying, I love you. I'll love you if you stay. I'll love you if you guys work through this. Like, I love Ron, you know, whatever.
Ron.
But
Ron
like,
is a cheater.
yeah,
Ron is
Ron's
definitely a cheater.
Okay. Is it a betrayal to like your friend's ex's new partner's Instagram pics?
Yeah.
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 The new girl.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it a friend to like stay is it weird to stay social media friends with someone's ex?
Here's the rule. So say that, you know, me and Jack were friends prior to all of this stuff going down. I dated a guy. Wait, no. Yeah, I dated a guy.
Tell us a storyteller.
No, like if
Wait, no,
if
this
the
is confusing.
if Jack was already friends and following my ex's current girlfriend, like if their friendship predated him fucking me over or us breaking up, then you can't expect your girlfriend to then turn her back on the girl.
No, if
just
they knew each
because
other
you broke
previously.
up with the guy. Yeah.
If you bring a friend into the fold, like if you bring them into your friend group and they knew nobody previously and then you break up and they date a new person, then you can't do that. Like you need to just ice the guy out like a good friend would. Like anytime that I've had that kind of breakup, it's like everybody mass unfollow, get the fuck out of here. You weren't our friend. You were a boyfriend. Like I think that's so bizarre when people stay friends with friends.
Well,
exes.
it's happening on Housewives of Miami. Larsa Pippen dated Michael Jordan's son for a long time. He fucked her over. Allegedly they had a nasty breakup. And her friend Lisa, who's on the show, continues to follow him and like his stuff and hang out with him, even though she met him through Larsa. And there's a whole fight right now with Larsa being like, just unfollow him. Like, how hard is this? This is what being a good friend is. You unfollow and you stop hanging out. And like Lisa is being very stubborn about it. And she has no leg to stand on. And she's an idiot for continuing to follow.
It's like, we don't need new friends. Definitely not a man.
No. It's because he's Michael Jordan's son.
Because he's fame adjacent. The parties are fun. The jet's fun. Yeah.
The money.
Even grosser.
Yeah.
Okay.
Even grosser.
Friendship. If a friend tells you a secret, but it involves something illegal or dangerous, do you still have to keep the secret?
Yeah. I mean, here's my rule. Unless if it's hurting somebody, if it's Jeffrey Epstein, then tell me more. If it is hurting somebody else, then I think you need to tell somebody. Like if it's causing violence or causing emotional something. But if it's like if it's just like a petty crime, then it's like not your responsibility, I don't think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Agreed.
If you overhear people gossiping about your friend, do you tell them? I have a good piece of advice for this.
I don't think so.
No.
You don't. No.
Mm-mm.
I don't want to know it. As my other alter ego TikTok said, I know what you're saying about me and I don't care. Because it's like, enjoy. You know what I mean? Like I talk about Taylor Swift every day. I don't really want to tell it to her face. Like, you know what I mean? Like some of what happens in our daily grind of our life is just fluff. You know what I mean? And it's like this emotional, we're just all trying to get through the goo. And sometimes when you're getting through the goo, you need to process the goo. And sometimes processing the goo is like saying something cunty about someone you actually care about. To just, you need to get it out. You can't carry it. You got to let it go. But however, I recently had something happen to me where, and this is the way my friend handled it, and I really loved it. She came to me and she just said, "Hey girl, I got to tell you something. This person, you got to be careful. This person's not your friend." They didn't say what they said about me. They didn't say why they're not my friend. I mean, I could kind of put the pieces together, and it wasn't like, and then he said, like, it wasn't that. It was just like, hey, you think and you thought for a long time this person was like ride or die for you. It is not true. You need to just put that person in this other box. And that to me was very helpful. Because it was
So you're
like,
saying your TikTok was actually happening in your life.
oh, I mean, there's a truth to every TikTok.
There's a truth to every TikTok.
It's a truth talk.
Is this somebody that like you were really close with previously?
Yes. There's lots of people because I have this bad habit, as you know, of thinking that everyone in Hollywood is my friend and thinking they're real friends. And I'm still in that era.
This is like a work-ish situation.
There was like a workish situation where I thought someone was my like good friend, and it's just come to my attention that like I'm 100% in, and this person is keeping me around to help themselves, or is like 20% in, and I just, it's not an equal friendship, and I just got a heads up.
Can't you just use them the way that they're using you? Isn't that what Hollywood is? Yeah,
that's what. And now they're in the box. They're in the box of tools I have, and they're not in the friendship box. It's two different boxes. Yeah. So sad. Okay. Okay. Lifestyle. Do you always have to invite all of your friends on the party trip, or is it okay to exclude? I don't have enough friends to invite. Jack, I give this to you and Becca.
I say, well, I have like just a very closed friend group. There is like 11 of us, no more, no less. It hasn't changed in like 20 years. So I say yes. And then also like nobody can commit to anything. So by the time you invite 11, you really have 2 at the end. So I say yes.
But would you be like, okay, we all want to go here, but there's only room for 10. Let's not invite Anna. She won't want to go anyway. Like, could you do that?
No. But like then all of my friends live all across the country. So if there's like something on the East Coast, then I'm like only talking to my East Coast friends. But I know people's friend groups aren't usually like that.
Yeah, I think that I'm somebody that has a lot of different groups of friends, like my New York friends, my Austin friends, my LA friends. I think that if everybody falls under the same friend group, like everybody kind of needs to be involved in whatever that thing is. So if all my Austin girlfriends are going on a girls' trip, or it's like it's either 3 of us, 3 of the closest friends, or it's the 10 of us or whatever. So it's like got to make sense, you know?
Bullseye. There's like the super closest, and then you guys expand.
Well, because
it's
like
1, tier 2, tier 3 friends.
But it's like in our group in Austin, you know, me, Jamie, and Odie are probably like a nuclear group. Yeah. And then there's another, 3 girls in the Austin crew that have the same nuclear friendship. So if the 3 of them went on vacation together, we'd all be fine. And if the 3 of us went on vacation, just us, they'd be fine too. But it's like shitty if it's everybody except for 1 or 2 girls. Yeah. And there's no rhyme or reason.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it rude to Venmo request a friend for something small, like a $3 coffee?
Ooh.
Say that again? Is it
rude to Venmo request a friend for something small, like a $3 coffee?
Yes.
Yeah. Unless it's a friend that's always letting you pay for a $3 coffee.
Yes.
And if that's the case, that's on you to start setting boundaries.
Mm-hmm. Or maybe standing back.
It's really hard because like it depends who the friend is. Sometimes you're like I'm thinking about like at a work situation, like you're going down and you're like, you see someone in line at lunch or you're hanging out or whatever, and you're in line for coffee, and you're like, I guess I'm saying I'll get this one, and then the next time you're like, they never get it. Yeah, that's what you're saying, Becca.
Yeah, so stop offering to get.
Yeah, don't offer anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like always the person when we go out, like I'm like, it always comes back. Like,
Yeah.
I'll get this round, you get that round. Like, it always evens itself out. But then once people start penny pinching, I think I talked about this on Pop Apologist. Once people start penny pinching, I'm like, you're going to owe me money because I'm always the first person that's like offering to pay for stuff. So it's like, if you really want to get down to the nitty gritty, but I think that
Do
just
you
goes.
split a bill evenly at dinner even though you're not drinking and had a salad?
Yeah.
So
No,
even I go
or
to
you
dinner
do-
with Jack
I-
Vanek and she orders one of everything and 4 drinks. I'm putting the same amount of money in for my kale.
No, but that's with eating, anytime we go out to eat, everybody, and if I'm like doing it with a group of friends, everybody's just like sharing, to just
What
order
if we're
around
not
the same thing.
sharing?
I think
I always share.
It's on the people. If you're the person that likes to order everything on the menu and you're the person that likes to order a bunch of drinks, you have to be cognizant of someone who is at that table who's not partaking.
For sure.
So it's your job as the person who over orders or who is like, luxurious to be like, hey, just throw me $20, or like, hey, you don't need to split this because you didn't drink and you barely ate. So don't just be aware of the people at the table who are not spending a ton of money.
Because sometimes people want to come, but they're on a budget and they're like, okay, I can't.
No, for sure.
But you don't want to be like, hey guys, I only had the salad.
Or you could be really sneaky and like, right before the bill comes, get up to go to the bathroom. But before you get up to go to the bathroom, have like cash to throw at somebody that's handling the bill, or be like, hey, I'm going to Venmo you for mine, and just take initiative and be like, here, I had a salad and a glass of wine. Here you go.
I think it's very smart if you are that person to just bring enough cash to cover yourself. And then it's
smart.
like not even it's like, here you go, here's $40.
Yes.
And then it's not even a conversation and you don't have to feel weird about it.
This is the hero question, should you ever loan a friend money?
You're never loaning, you're always gifting. So if you can wrap your mind around having that be a gift that you never see again, and if you see it again, it's like a bonus. But if you're okay with parting with the money and you're also okay with not holding on to any resentment when that person goes and buys a new car and they still haven't paid you back, you have to expect the worst.
I currently have never loaned friends money, but because I haven't been in a situation where somebody like direly needs it. I think it's definitely depends on the situation, but it's like, you're getting into something that's going to muddy up the relationship possibly. So
it's very hard. This happened to me.
Proceed with caution.
I lent someone money. It was a small amount of money. They were just in a rough time in their life. And I knew that they were someone that had done this to other friends, like kind of had gone around the friend group. But I was like, God, like I have enough of everything. Like this person's really struggling. Like I remember what it was like to be living in New York and being like unsure that I was going to have enough dollar bills to count out to pay my rent. You know what I mean? And figuring out like where does that money come from? What can I sell this week? Like, you know what I mean? And that's a horrible feeling. And so I don't want anyone to struggle like that, especially, but it got less cool, not cool. It's never cool. It was like hard because I knew in my heart, like and you'd said that before, Becca, like it's a gift. You're not going to get it back.
Yeah.
And it really didn't bother me that I didn't get it back, but it's exactly what you said. When they went on to do other things, like now you're on this retreat or now I see you doing this thing. And then I'm like, where's my $1,000, bruh?
Yeah. I would be so resentful.
That's when it because if it was me borrowing that money, I would be hiding away until it was all repaid. Like I literally feel that way when my credit card bill comes. I was like, I can't, don't let Amex see my eye contact. Like I owe them money, like, I don't know. It's just such a weird thing. And it didn't ruin the friendship, but I don't know. It kind of, it didn't ruin it, but I think it does.
Yeah. Well, and unless somebody's fallen on hard times, like if it's somebody that's always responsible with money and they just so happen to like lose their job or come up with like a medical expense that's so much, whatever, like you kind of know the people you're loaning to, like you can kind of anticipate some people are going to be the people that pay you back. And some people just have a shitty relationship with money. So the friend that went on the retreat, it's like when you give them money, you're like, listen, it's none of my business how this person operates.
Mhm.
They're the one that's being harmed because they're always short on cash.
Mhm.
Live your life. I can enable you to a certain extent as long as it's comfortable for me.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, well, don't ask Chris for money, but you can ask us for entertainment and love.
Yeah.
And that is another episode of the Lady Gang. Guess what? In the newsletter this week, I asked the Lady Gang what they want to hear.
Ooh.
Is it allegedly what's happening? Is it guests? Is it experts? Is it just us chatting? And 97% of the people said just us chatting.
I knew
So
it.
why did we work so hard for 10 years?
Well, we didn't know that. We had to
I really thought
play
you
around.
wanted to see Janine,
Janine.
whatever her name is. Okay. We weren't here for a long time.
We were here for a good
for a good
time.
time.